great for a lot of people to see that side, some of that side of Bill. Obviously, the coach he is, but he doesn't give much in the press conferences and shit. But, seeing the encyclopedia he is of the football history and calling those games and recalling those moments, and then him giving the flowers to Lee Corso, too, I think that was pretty dope because I didn't know, how much of an impact he had on me. He, obviously been in the building. He'll talk about random coaches and teams and even other sports, military, all these different things that impact and influence him as a coach and a man. But to see him give his flowers to Lee Corso, the highlights of old Coach back in the day, that was a dope moment too.
I agree, and Coach getting emotional was
yeah.
Hey, I was getting a little emotional with that entire thing watching it because you see Coach kind of relive. You know what I mean? And it's awesome. And I've said this before. Three of my grandparents died. My grandma on my dad's side passed when my dad was like 16, so I never met her. My grandma on my mom's side passed when I was like 12 or 13. Grandpa on that side, never really close, but earlier than that. And then my grandpa on my dad's side, good guy, but didn't really hang around him much. He's passed, obviously, at this stage point. I've never been around like old people, and that sounds terrible, and I do apologize, but I've never been around old people before. And then Coach Corso is like the first older person I've hung out with on a regular basis. Just the amount of things that they've forgotten about life is bananas. I feel like I missed out not having a chance to talk to somebody that's lived through everything, basically, in just like little they might see the world much differently than I see it, but just like a little, and Coach Corso's done that for me. Obviously, we're in a pretty similar vein of speaking into microphones, and seeing him relive that old stuff, like him getting thrown into Severance, what do they call it? The water, whatever it is, Seven or whatever. And then seeing him coach and the whistles and everything. And we've been doing that a little bit this year with College GameDay behind the scenes as well, kind of reliving some stuff. It's like, because it's the 30th anniversary, it was cool to see him get his flowers. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, and I wonder if Coach Corso will ever take a moment and just be like, I did it, you know?
Yeah.
Because like I asked Bill Belichick about it. I'm like, is this your like? That was my question.
It's entire,
like, hey, your entire life. You think about Coach Corso.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's just, you know what I mean? He is still every single week watching film, breaking it down, traveling, doing it. It's like, I wonder if Coach Corso has ever in his mind, like, I should enjoy and reap of everything, but I think he's just like a workhorse. You know? So
Coach is still watching film?
Yeah.
He's in there with the Cowboys.
I don't know. I don't see it, but whenever he shows up with this, because he's down in Orlando, whenever he shows up and he has his notes, it's like, this guy.
He's prepared.
This guy what?
Yeah.
This guy certainly knows. And then I'll see something or hear something he says, and I'm like, oh, I did not notice that. And then it's like, all right, well, we got to. If Coach Corso's saying there's a reason. So I'm very grateful. You're right. I appreciate Bill Belichick doing that. Thank you to Kraft. And thank you to Boston and Foxborough being awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Give me something.